Hello, hello, it's Irene in here again. So today we're going to continue the BL game, the Divine Speaker that we were doing yesterday. And I hope that today we might be able to finish it because I think this one is kind of long. I don't know, we'll see it. But at least I think it's important for us to meet at least the other love interest because there are three, and we already met two of them, but we are still lacking one of them. I have news for you too, which is I was once again contacted by my recruiter, and apparently the flight prices dropped a bit, and so they decided that next week is going to be a good time for me to go there. So I will go abroad next week, and what this entails is that I won't be able to continue streaming for you. And let me tell you, I probably won't be able to get back into streaming for, I would say, a while. Because I'm going to take my laptop, but my laptop is not a top laptop. So for me to be like doing this, it would mean that you would get really, really bad resolution on your end in terms of me trying to stream the videos. I mean, you already do not have like the best one because I'm not pushing my graphics cards, my graphic card until the top line thing. But it would probably be even worse than what we have right now, which I think is pretty bad. Pretty bad. So, yeah, I'm kind of sad about that part because I really love to be doing this with you in here. But it is what it is. And I'm counting to still be do this during these next days. I mean, probably until Sunday I will still be here. Let me think about it. Yeah, so Sunday, then Monday and Tuesday. Let me put it like this: Monday and Tuesday, maybe. Okay, let me put it like that. Maybe. I don't want to be telling you that. Yeah, sure, it's fine. I'm going to be in here during like the next week. So during the weekend, I think it's fine. We can still do it. Monday and Tuesday is going to be a bit harder for me. I'm going Tuesday, but it's during the evening. That's why I'm like, we could still do this during the morning, as I usually do, because I do this in the morning because it's not morning for you in there. But I don't want to be saying to you, yes, I will be here, Monday and Tuesday, and then I have things that I need to do, like to prepare, and I may not be able to come in here and continue doing this. So, having in count that this situation is going to happen, what I decided was, remember that I told you that I had like 3 to 4 otome games that I still wanted to explore with you in here. They are still going to it's games that are still going to come, but I would like to bring them to the channel. So I thought about it, and maybe I'll try to bring those. They are not very long, okay? In fact, like 2 of them or something like half an hour. So I'll be able to manage to do at least maybe 2 to 3 in just one go. So but I will try to do them maybe tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know how long this one is going to take us. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Then we'll continue back to these ones or not. We'll see how it goes, okay? I need to kind of like see what I prefer to do, which ones I probably have more curiosity to actually play with you in here too. So we'll see as we go. Okay, so until Sunday, I think it's thumbs up for you to think that I'm still going to be in here unless something happens or I have something that it's urgent or I don't know. Okay, so just to tell you this. Then Monday and Tuesday, I don't want to say that I'm going to be in here. I think I will be able, maybe less hours. I think I will be able, but I don't want to compromise. And then you're like, oh, well, she didn't come here, you know. So yeah, yeah. It's a pity for me too. It's a pity for me too. But I have to, you know. So it's work, and I cannot refuse it. So let's continue this. With a jolt, my eyes opened to the glaring morning light. My hands and bra felt sweaty.
Good morning, princess. Finally awake, I see.
His voice boomed loudly in my ear. He was sitting next to me, so close that we were basically touching.
Sorry.
What's gotten you so jumpy?
No, it's nothing. We should find Fawn.
He watched me silently for a moment before standing up next to me.
Your little friend might not be happy that you abandoned him last night.
The two of us found our way back to where we left Fawn the night before. He was leaning against a tree, looking out at the lake. When we approached it, he wouldn't look at me.
Fawn? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Just tired. God, the sun rose ages ago. We should have been long gone by now.
I looked closely at Leo's. His face was a little ashen, and he had shadows under his eyes.
How are you feeling today?
How do you think I'm feeling?
Not great?
Then why did you bother asking? Fine, I'm feeling fine. Tired and a little sore, but it's not the worst injury I've ever had.
He really doesn't look fine. He's much too proud. He won't admit it even when he needs help.
We should check both of your wounds before we leave. And drink. It might be a while before we find more drinkable water.
It's great to know that not everything the Pipsqueak says is ridiculous after all.
These two are like cat and mouse. Fawn doesn't do anything to defend himself, and Leo's just happily chases him.
Anyway, how much further do we have to go?
It's about a 2-day walk from my house, so if we leave now, then we should be close by sunset.
It only took us a few minutes to prepare ourselves for today's trek. I rubbed my hands together and tightened my collar around me. This time of the morning, the wind was really biting. I know it's a good thing that we're not anywhere close to Aurelia Cavella, but it still hurts to be so far from my home and the people I care about. I can't help but feel like we're going in one massive circle with no end in sight and for no purpose, that we'll be running away like this forever. Even if we get to where Fawn's leading us, then what? More forest? Are the three of us meant to live out our days in some tree house in harmony? I don't see that happening. If I manage to survive, what can I even do? Just like yesterday, we walked until we could barely walk anymore. Or rather, we walked until I could barely walk anymore. Sorry, did I repeat it myself, or was it just the game? I don't know. It's morning, and you know, I'm like this. Fawn seemed used to it, and despite Leo's injury, he was getting around fine. He was actually looking brighter than before. The sun was already high up in the sky, even when I put my hand up to block it. Rays of sunshine spilled out between the gaps in my fingers and got into my eyes. My lungs felt like they were burning and my legs felt heavy like lead. Am I really this unfit? At home we have a garden that I work in, but it's not nearly as intensive as this.
Guys, I really think I need a quick break.
I could barely get a word out through my panting. He always gets more tired than the other two. I mean, sure, they seem to be more fit, but I don't know if it's because of that or there's something else going on.
Oh,
Fawn rushed back towards me.
I'm so sorry. You should have said earlier if you needed a break. Why don't we stop here for a while? I don't think there's too much further to go after this anyway.
Why bother stopping if it isn't much further?
He's obviously struggling, so...
Then he just needs to keep up.
I don't think...
We all stopped dead in our tracks. What was that? Fawn motioned for us all to get down. Crunching footsteps grew louder, closer, along with the sounds of laughter. Is that a group of people? Out here, walking and chatting? I opened my mouth to ask, but Fawn put his finger to his lips. We don't know who they are, so it's better if they don't know we are here. When I looked towards Leo's, I could see his narrowed eyes darting from place to place. He looked as confused as I felt. People this far out? Surely not. The fact that we are here is unheard of, but other people too?
And did you see the size of his coin purse? As if he'll be missing it.
Can't miss anything when you're already kicking around the abyss.
From the bushes, we could hear thunderous laughter coming closer to us by the second. I couldn't stay quiet anymore.
Who are they?
Shush!
They all stopped and listened, one of them asking if they heard that.
Yeah, from over there. Something shuffling about.
Ah, crap. Crunch, crunch. Whomever that was slowly getting closer. My body felt numb, a dull ache in my ears from the sound of my own heartbeat. What should I do? How do I...
Damn it! Why the hell are you two so fucking stupid?
What?
Before I could say anything else, he'll probably bounce to his feet and had a dagger in each hand.
Well. Looks like we got another one wanting a lighter purse. We'll be happy to take it off your hands.
We're lucky today, boss. Ain't usually no one around here.
Try me.
He spat in their direction.
As if you could ever touch me with that blade of yours. I doubt you even know which end to hold.
Wait, he's still injured? I have to help him. My hands were shaking. I wanted to jump up and stand with him, but I could barely breathe. I took a moment to breathe in and out slowly. Finally, the drumming in my ears calmed down a little.
What are you calling me?
Ah, both hard of hearing and a bumbling oaf. What a delightful combination.
I poked my head out of the bushes just in time to see the group of men Leos was facing. They shuffled about awkwardly, glancing at the one in the center. That must be their leader. I'm sure they aren't used to him being insulted like this.
Huh? Tough words coming from someone that's outnumbered. My boys are gonna chew you up.
His face was getting redder and redder, and his jaw was clenched shut. I leapt to my feet and rushed to Leo's side.
What are you doing?
Before he could even start complaining, I grabbed one of the knives he had strapped to his side and held it out in front of me.
He's not alone. I'll protect him.
Silence, apart from the sound of Leo sighing quietly. Sorry, this is it. But not long after. The supposed leader burst out laughing, and his entire crew joined it in too.
Looks like we have ourselves a knight in shiny armor. We didn't know you brought your boyfriend.
Even more gold for us then.
I clenched my hands around the pointed blade. The cool metal almost stung my skin. I've never even held one before, let alone used one.
What are you doing? Get out of here!
No! I'm going to help you!
No!
A flash of metal passed directly in front of my eyes. I only just managed to fall back in time to avoid it. All the air left my lungs when I hit the ground hard. Only a second later, the same knife came down at me from above. I didn't have time to react. I clenched my eyes shut and shielded my face, but the blow never came.
Wait!
When I opened my eyes, I saw my assailant go skidding across the dirty forest floor with Fawn on top of him. Did Fawn just tackle him?
Get 'em, boys.
There was no time to think about it. I jumped to my feet and pulled Fawn up from the ground, retreating back to stand closer to Leo's.
Hey, mouse boy!
Fawn plucked the dagger that was thrown to him right out of the air. They ran at us, screaming and waving their weapons around like madmen. I gripped the dagger tighter in my hands. Holding it is one thing. Can I use this to hurt someone? The first two went directly to Leo's, since he was the one that insulted their boss. They left two others to deal with. They stood back, watching on and shouting. They circled around Leo's, smirking and holding up their swords.
What you gonna do, pretty boy?
It happened in an instant. The first one charged at him, and Leos quickly kicked him in the stomach and sent him flying through the bushes. Yeah, I have an opinion of my own about that. Because I feel like it would be, I don't do nothing of that, but I think it would be easier for me to just stab someone with a knife than actually throw them a punch. Can you believe this? I think it's like the direct contact and how it's going to hurt the other person, but it's also going to hurt my hand. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So when you are using weapons, it feels like you're less connected. Do you understand? You're more disconnected of the situation. But when you need to hit someone with your bare hands, even a slap, even when you give a slap, it's more direct. Do you understand? It's like you are involved in there, like your own body is going to touch another. It's going to be something more personal, more direct, more vivid. I don't know how to put it in another way, but that's kind of like my opinion. It's kind of weird, isn't it? I think we kind of disconnect when we use some kind of a weapon. And it could be like daggers, or it could be guns, or I think we disconnect a lot more than actually, so how to put it? I think it's more cowardly than actually you slapping, punching, being more direct with the other person. Kind of weird, isn't it? But I kind of think like that. I don't know. So without even a glance, he threw one of the daggers he was holding in the direction the man had been kicked. By the sound that came from the bushes, it must have hit. He moved gracefully across the forest floor as the second man ran towards him. He dodged the blow so easily it was like he was going easy on him. He ducked and leaned out of the way to each swing.
Stop moving around so much!
The second man's swings were becoming wild and erratic, with no rhythm or thought. I have no knowledge of swordplay, and even I could tell that he was doing badly. With a smirk on his face, Leos just dodged him time and time again as if he was playing with him. Every time he missed, his face went a deeper shade of red. All I could do was watch. I wanted to help, but my legs felt so heavy and I couldn't even take a single step forward. He suddenly fell to the ground, clutching at his hand. The grass around him was splattered with flecks of blood, and he let out painted groans. I know you say groan. Groan. It's like growing up. It's like groan. Yeah, I know. Leos looked down at the man with a grin on his face.
Get up, shithead. Aren't you boys gonna chew me up? I'm waiting.
Fuck you, asshole.
Before he could even finish speaking, Leo swung his leg out and kicked him straight across the face. He fell onto his back and didn't make any other effort to get up or argue.
I definitely like you more when you're like this. You're much more agreeable when you can't talk. Poor baby. Out cold. Let's see if your friends can do any better, huh?
Leo's looks like a completely different person. Up until now, he seemed kind of like a smug asshole, but... Laughing, covered in blood, there was something else there, something else behind his cold eyes. From the way he darted around and fought, you wouldn't even know that he was injured. His eyes were wild, concentrated only on one thing, killing, death. Yeah, I'm not actually sure. Like the other time I told you that I think this guy has like Luke's voice, but I'm not actually sure. I know it sounds like one of them from the Hard Cage one, but I don't actually know which one it is. I don't remember, honestly. I think it sounds kind of like Luke, but I'm not certain. It was the same man that Fawn had tackled earlier, back for another go. I couldn't take my eyes off of Leos as he was taken over by that bloodlust. He pushed his attacker to the floor, stabbing him over and over again in the throat and face. Blood covered Leo's hand, but he still didn't stop. Fawn stood beside me, eyes locked on the same horrific scene. I wanted to look away so badly, but I couldn't.
Raen!
Fawn pushed me backwards into the bushes that Will jumped out of only a couple of minutes before. I stumbled before, steadying myself on a tree trunk just in time to see the final man swinging at Fawn. It was the one talking lots earlier, the boss of the group. Fawn blocked and dodged the attacks, but his movements were much slower than Leo's. The difference between the two was obvious at a glance. He barely had time to dodge, let alone time to attack. I played with the dagger that was still in my hands. Can I actually use this? Could I possibly kill someone? Is it okay to kill someone to save yourself, someone you don't know? Do I have any choice? No, I can't let him hurt Fawn. With each step, my courage faded even more. I don't know how to fight, how to block or defend myself, how to hurt someone like that. There's nothing I can do to help, is there? Before I could do anything, Fawn was thrown to the floor with enough force to make him cry out. He stood victoriously over Fawn's body. If I don't do something now...
Stop! Wait! Don't hurt him!
Ah, I'd almost forgotten about you.
He turned his attention towards me and I instinctively took a step back. I looked down at Fawn. He seems a little rattled but mostly unharmed. At least he is safe for now. The man took another step towards me, anger crossing his face before it changed to a smile. He thinks I'm an easy target. He's not wrong.
Leave us alone!
He raised his voice, telling me that we were outnumbered, that his pals would finish up with the other two soon.
Pals, really? Strange that I can't see any around. Raen, get away from him.
Fawn pushed himself up on his knees. His face was suddenly serious. He was within an arm's reach now. There was nowhere to run. Leo's was busy to one side, Fawn the other, and behind me, only trees. It's kind of hard for me to be like saying Leo's constantly. Like, why not just Leo? Or the Leos? God. He'll be able to reach me no matter where I went. I took my final step back and came into contact with the tree trunk. At least I managed to draw him away from Fawn. If I could just buy him enough time to get out of here. With my eyes squeezed shut, I clenched the dagger to my chest and prayed for a miracle.
Leos!
Fawn's scream echoed throughout the entire forest, and everything came to a standstill.
What the?
I waited for the touch of the boss's sweaty fingers, but it never came. Nothing happened. When I opened my eyes, there was no one in front of me. Instead, he laid stomach down on the grass a few feet away. Leo stood behind him, glaring behind his knitted brows. He looked absolutely livid.
If you lay a single one of your disgusting fucking fingers on either one of them, I'll remove them from your body. I'll snap off every single one of them.
In one hand, he still held a dagger, but in the other was some kind of a long leather rope. The other end was wrapped around my attacker's ankle. He just used that to drag him off of his feet. Thank the gods we hadn't stripped Leos of all of his weapons after all. Slowly Fawn approached the man laying on the ground. He knelt down, beside him and flipped the man over so that he was facing upwards.
Don't you dare speak to Raen like that.
His back was to me, so I couldn't see his face, but his voice was cold. He leaned in even closer to the man.
Ooh, I'm so fucking scared. The Pansy Boy's gonna kill me.
Killing you would be too kind.
With a thud, Fawn punched the man in the face. He wailed and howled, holding his nose and thrashing around. Blood poured out from between his fingers, pulling in the grass that laid underneath him.
Fawn?
That was surprising. Even Leos looked astounded. He turned around, an innocent look on his face.
Yes?
Fucking asshole! Oh, you wait till I get my hands on. Ah!
Leo slung his remaining knife into the man's calf. His clothes quickly turned a deep red.
Was I speaking to you, filth? I don't remember saying anything to you.
Fawn looked down at his bloody fist, a surprised look on his face.
I didn't...
The man rolled around, desperately trying to grab onto someone. Leos kicked him back over with a thud.
Things aren't looking so good for you now, eh? Hey, where did all those friends of yours go? Oh, wait, that's right. I killed them.
Leos kneeled down beside the man and pulled the dagger out of his leg. Blood ran down the edge of the dark metal. He pulled the boss up by his greasy hair. Leo smirked at the way he struggled.
Shit.
Good night.
He wrapped the leather whip around the man's throat. Whoa, wait, is he going to... His face turned red before turning purple as he desperately tried to claw at the whip around... wound around his throat.
Wait! Leos!
What?
Killing him is too easy.
You don't have to kill him. Let's just get out of here, okay?
I saw a flicker of emotion cross Leo's face. Hesitation? I'm not sure. It's the first time I've seen an emotion other than a lust for battle on his face throughout his whole ordeal. I know these are bad people, really, I know that. The other bodies that were spread out over the grass hadn't moved. Were they dead, injured? I didn't know. Even if it's to protect me, I don't want Leos to keep killing. I dropped the weapon I was holding and took a deep breath. The muscles in my arms ached despite my lack of involvement. Okay, I have no reason to be scared anymore. I put my shaky hand on Leo's shoulder. He turned his eyes towards me, a strange look on his face.
It's fine. You can let him go. We're okay now.
Let's just go. This man isn't worth our time.
Fine. He's not worthy of being killed by me anyway.
Leos immediately let go of his hair, and the man came crashing into the ground. With the whip removed from around his neck, he gasped for breath and crawled desperately away from us. There was a purple bruise around his neck that wouldn't be going away anytime soon.
You're lucky these two are so forgiving. If I ever see you again, I'll gut you where you stand. Understood?
Yes, sir.
A quick kick to his behind left the boss face down in the mud. This must be the most unlucky day of his life.
That wasn't necessary.
Oh, but fun nonetheless.
Lightly, I tugged on Leo's sleeve.
Let's get out of here.
He bent down to pick up his thrown weapons and quickly glided back over to me. Every step was smooth, like he was walking on clouds. The crazy look in his eyes was gone, but a smirk replaced it immediately.
What are you so happy about?
He bent down until we were eye level with each other.
The look of terror in someone's eyes when they realize they're outmatched is like nothing else. Oh, they talk big, but when it comes down to it, they're nothing but amateurs.
Fawn looked around our battlefield back to his usual self.
Are the rest of them dead?
Who knows? That depends on how good of a shot you think I am.
Death isn't something to laugh at. You shouldn't take it so lightly.
Really? Because only a moment ago you seemed like you'd be up for killing that fat oaf. But I guess at the end of the day, someone like you would never understand what it feels like.
Leos moved to stand over Fawn, peering into his face.
Or would you?
No,
That's enough! Please, I just want to leave. I can't look at this any longer.
Okay. Let's go. I don't think we're too far from the edge of the forest now.
After all of that, I felt so worn down. My mouth and throat were dry, and the adrenaline was only just beginning to leave my system. If he says the edge of the forest is close, then sure, the edge of the forest is close. I have no energy to argue. If it means I can sit down for a minute, he can tell me anything. We left the area, following Fawn back to the way we came.
So... what were they doing out here?
They seemed like a band of thieves.
And not very good ones.
As for why they were out here, I'm not sure. This is the first time I've been this far.
Wait, this is the first time you've been here and yet you're leading us so confidently? See, he's full of shit. He's been leading us in circles the entire time.
No, I definitely know that this is the right way. My friends told me to go this way.
Friends?
Fantastic. Just when I was thinking that Leos needed another reason to tease Fawn.
Wait,
My friends. The animals that live with me.
Lived with you?
The animals that lived with me. They helped me out.
Oh, they helped you. Oh, of course they did. Did they cook and clean for you as well? Dress you and bathe you?
What? No, of course not. They mostly just kept me company. I made sure they were safe, and they did the same for me.
Oh.
And sometimes they'd lead me places.
I'm not certain I'm not certain, but I remember that they said something about the description of the game that you had like other couples in here. So I don't actually know if, and they said, but you just have to take the right choices to get there to see those couples appear. And I don't actually know if these two might actually end up together if we choose like the other third one. Do you understand? Because yeah, I mean, you do have that that thing of having like the one that is the seme and uke. How do you say it? You know, the one that is more submissive, and the other one that is like our Leos in here, more bully. Do you understand? So I don't know if you will not get like a relationship between these two if you do not pursue one of them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I am not certain because they said, in fact, they said like that there were like two other pairs that could happen if certain choices were made. So I don't know if it's the case in here.
We're a family, and we look out for each other. At least, we did. I wish I could introduce you to them. I just hope they're okay.
Oh.
What?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing?
You're telling me we're following you around because a bunch of animals told you this was the right way. Are you insane? Are you actually so out of your mind you think that sounds reasonable?
I mean, oh wait, Leo is right. Leave Fawn alone. I don't want to leave him alone. Honestly, I can't help but slightly agree. Leo's. I want to say just Leo. Sorry, yes, Leo's. Leo has a good point. Walking around for days on end just because a bunch of animals told us to do it, it sounds ridiculous. Then again, it's not like we have many other choices. Leo needs medical attention, and the further we are from Aurelia Cavella, the better. Farns lived here a long time and survived, so surely we can trust what he's saying, right? Right?
Leos, be nice.
I'm sorry, did you not hear him? He talks with animals.
I know. Look, I understand what you're saying. But why bother arguing about it right now? We can't just stop here.
He's crazy. He'll have us wandering around until we have no energy to fight him, and then he'll try to, like, eat us or something.
I looked at Fawn. He has his eyes downcast away from us. I understand him. Remember when I was in the beginning, I was like, who is this guy? I mean, he might hurt us or eat us or something, you know, like, you might think like that. Would he lie to us? Is he just taking us on some crazy journey to nowhere? Until now, he's always helped me.
We've come this far. There's no point in turning back now.
Be careful here.
The greenery around us gradually shifted to gravel and rubble. Ahead of us, the trees were becoming thinner.
This is it.
It?
The edge of the forest.
We snuck closer to the light that beamed in from the other side of the trees. With every step, I could feel my heartbeat becoming heavier. What is this? I held my breath and took the final step out of the tree line.
There. That's the coastal city of Stagwitch.
I dropped to my knees, the rocks clenching under my weight. Past the tree line, the sun was setting, a brilliant shade of yellow over the sprawled out contents below. Large rocky structures, water that goes on forever, a city. A city?
Fawn, you weren't lying? You aren't crazy after all?
Did you really think I was? I wouldn't lie to you.
The town wrapped around the coastline, and lanterns around it were slowly flickering to life as the sun descended further and further into the water.
Everything I know, everything we've been taught was a lie?
Yep. The view made me dizzy. I had to hold the ground in place just to feel secure.
This can't be true. What the speaker says isn't a lie. He has no reason to lie to us.
You don't know. That's right, the speaker. He wouldn't lie about something like this.
Maybe he just doesn't know?
A slight wind blew my hair around, so I tucked some locks behind my ear. It was cold, cooler than at home.
Well, hiding the outside world seems like a difficult thing to do. It could be an accident, but...
Then, everything you said about not coming from Aurelia Cavella, about the town surrounding here, they were true as well?
Of course. I've never lied to you. I've never even seen Aurelia Cavella. I barely knew it existed.
I crawled closer to the edge of the cliff. Fawn and Leo sat down beside me.
There's so much water. I've never seen so much. Does it go out forever?
It's the ocean. It goes until it hits another block of land. There are other cities across it as well.
The water glistened in the fading light. It was beautiful. Beautiful, but something about it made me feel sad. The more I looked on the fantastical landscape that went as far as the eye could see, the more lost I felt. My whole life. I would never have known.
And those... what are those giant rocks?
The mountains?
Did someone build them? They're huge.
No, they're natural. Like the ocean and the forests and everything around us.
I see.
My arm throbbed numbly. I could feel the markings buzz, like they were alive. We sat for a while, just taking it all in.
Maybe. Does fate not exist after all? My life should be quiet, uneventful. Here I am. My judgment wasn't anything like this.
The speaker is always right. Everything he says comes true.
He looked upon the land below us, a worried expression on his face. He wasn't even convincing himself.
Maybe that's because you all do what he tells you to. I believe in destiny, but I also believe that fate is what you make of it. You can become anything. I don't know him, but just because he tells you one thing doesn't mean you can't live your life how you want to.
Fate isn't absolute?
That's what I think. Your hard work and effort are the things that determine whether your fate comes true or not.
I've never thought about it like that.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Is this actually real?
Looks like it.
And no one else from home has ever thought to look out here?
I guess not.
There's not much I can say. What do you say when everything you've ever been told was wrong? I looked at Fawn. He said he'll guide us to the edge of the forest, and Leos and I could go search for help, but...
Fawn?
If it's okay with you, I'd like to come with you.
Really?
Going back now wouldn't be safe. Plus, it'd be a little lonely.
His cheeks and the tips of his ears turned red again.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I smiled at him. I can't imagine going any further without his help.
I might not be very useful, but thank you.
You're not as useless as I thought after all.
Leos reached over and ruffled Fawn's hair.
Thank you, I think.
I looked out over the horizon, then back at the two that sat next to me.
You guys... Thanks. I'd probably be dead by now if it weren't for the two of you.
Damn right you would be. I think I'll have to teach you how to hold a weapon at the very least.
Then again, I could have also been dead because of one of them. Oh well, maybe my emotions are taking over my common sense right now.
Should we start climbing down then? It'll be dark soon.
Wait, climbing down.
Good idea.
We all scrambled to our feet and started to descend down the rocky slope. I kept an eye on Leo's, though, despite how he acts, he's actually still injured.
Do you need a hand?
From someone like you, no thanks.
What happened to the nice Leos from a few minutes ago?
I don't know him, sorry.
The sun slowly set over the wide ocean as we made our way down the slope and towards the town in front of us. Outside it was already pitch black, but fortunately the lights from around the city helped to guide our way. Trees began to thin out into small fields of rice and wheat before finally we reached the entrance to the town. The town buzzed with activity. The inhabitants moved around, doors opened and closed, people chatted excitedly, and kids ran around through the streets.
I can't believe this is real. And we're actually standing here.
I did try to tell you.
I know. Sorry, Fawn, for doubting you. In my mind, a place like this just couldn't exist. Yet here we are. Sorry, I must look really dumb to you.
It's okay, I understand. How could the two of you believe me when you've always been told the opposite?
It pains me to admit it, but even I feel a little bad.
Let's look at this positively. From here on out, we have so much to learn and experience. Doesn't that sound fun? I just wish we could show this to the people back at home.
You never know. Maybe one day you'll get to go back and tell them.
With all of my heart, I want to believe that one day I can show this side to them, to the matron, to Mia and Tobias, to everyone. It might be an unreasonable wish, but I'll still wish for it. One day I'll be able to show them.
Definitely, someday.
Alright, let's not waste any more time. I don't know about the two of you, but I'm not spending another night sleeping on the ground. I'd appreciate a bed.
Even in Fawn's house, the bed was only thrown together. What I'll give to sleep in a proper bed tonight.
Sounds good to me.
I guess we can just walk through the main streets then?
Do we need to hide? Will they question us?
I don't think so. We should be able to enter and leave freely.
Really? Wow.
We slowly walked towards the outskirts of town. No one stood or watched though, just like Fawn said. They really can just come and go as they please. They can look out. They can look out. No. They can look out on the ocean and decide to visit it. That's like a typo in there. They can look far into the distance and just go. I envy them. My arm ached as we walked between the buildings. The dull throbbing went from the wrist all the way to my shoulder. I massaged it with my other hand, but it didn't help. Yeah, sometimes I stop because we use the same words like you do, but we put emphasis on different syllables within the word. And that's why I'm like, I get into a point where I'm like, we say it in the same way, yes. And that's
Is
why
your arm bothering you?
I get confused. The two of them watched me closely while we walked between the rows of houses.
Oh, no. It aches a little, but I'm sure it'll pass soon. It's not a big deal.
All right. But tell us if you can't deal with it, okay?
Yeah, I think like there are some words that are like, because for instance, you say like adolescence. We don't say adolescence, but it sounds more like adolescence. Like it's not the exact word, but the way we say it, it would be more like adolescence and not adolescence. Like you put like an emphasis in one of the syllables in there that we do not put, and that's why we like I keep seeing some words that sometimes I stumble upon it and I'm like, wait, I'm processing them in my own language and I cannot, like, because they are very, very similar. Very similar, yeah. We did it. Transparent, you say transparent, and like transparent. We say it more in a way like transparent. So yeah, you put emphasis in certain syllables within the word where we don't put, or we put like in another place, and then it's messy in my mind.
Yeah.
Oi, look.
Not far from us, we saw the first of the townspeople. Instinctively, my body tensed up, and I wanted to hide. What will she do? She wouldn't call the guards because of a group of messy, unknown guys walking around in the middle of the night, right? We all watched her closely in anticipation. She gave us a gentle smile as she walked past and kept going on her way. That was it.
She seemed rather friendly.
She did. I've heard that the people here are friendly, but...
This is actually like a thing that I had a lot when I was in the US. Like everyone passing by me and like smiling and good morning and stuff like that. And let me tell you something. In here, it's not that common for you to have that. You will probably even like face us as like being very rude and not sympathetic at all, and it has nothing to do with that. It's just that it's not that we don't want to be pleasant with people, and it's not that we don't want to say hello or good morning or something to people that just pass by. I'm talking about people that just pass by. It's because in here, a lot countries in here, you still have that sexism going on. So you kind of feel like if someone is like approaching you, like even just saying good morning or hello, or they are coming with second intentions, okay? And usually, especially if you are, I'm not just talking about women, but especially if you are a woman, you are going to feel it even more that they are approaching you because they want something more nasty and sexual from you. So yeah, I'm not joking. It is like that. And that's why you are probably going to see, and I say this because when I was in there, many times I would not look into the person's eyes or even respond, and I think they would just like think, oh, this person is just rude, not responding, not saying good morning or something. And it comes from an habit that we have in here, that especially women, that is like, we're not going to answer. And even if it's another woman, because it could be like, for us, it's like, it can be a woman and has like bad intentions or taking us to a certain place where there might be men and kidnappers or something. Do you understand? Like, we have that type of cautious in here, so we end up coming out as very rude for not responding because we are being cautious about the others, okay? But yeah, like I was like seeing this scene and I was like, oh, but she smiled at us and like she's all like friendly, and me like, yeah, when I was in the US you would have like a lot of that. In here it's not so much. I mean, if you go into the countryside you might get a little bit more of that, but I mean most people that come into our cities, like, you know, the capitals or big cities or something, and you might find these people are not going to look you in the eye and say, oh, hello, and then no, we are very cautious of each other, because in here, and let me tell you, like that sexism is something that is unfortunately very common in here, very common in here. Like, you are just walking the street and guys are, you know, all over you, like calling you things, whistling, and do you understand, like so we try to not even try to grab the attention. It's kind of like that, like, oh yeah, he's saying good morning, but I'm not even going to respond, you know.
But
What, by your little friends?
No, I mean, yeah, they told me. Even if people seem friendly, it doesn't mean they really are.
Yeah, that's why in here we are cautious.
It looks like it should be a safe place to spend the night, though.
Fine. Did your friends also happen to mention a place where we'd be able to rest, Mouse Boy?
Yeah, I do think it has to do with your, like, there's a lot of people in there that are Christian, and I think it has to do with the Christian ways. And let me tell you, in here most of us are Catholic, but we also have a ton of people that are Christian, and it's kind of like I would even tell you, like, in here is kind of a mix of both things. And it doesn't have to do with that, because if we see that someone needs help, we are going to go in there, we are going to help them, and all of it. It's a cautious that we learn it to have because of the amount of situations that we ended up with that didn't came in good faith. They just didn't came in good faith, okay? There's a lot of people in here that wants to do things to you, and you have to be cautious about it, okay? So, well, it's just not, and let me tell you, it's I will not defend the people from my own country, because even the people from my own country ends up committing crimes, okay? Sure, I'm not going to say that it doesn't come mostly from immigrants, okay? Let me put it like this. But I cannot defend my own people, because at least in terms of the sexism, I'm not even talking about like raping and other stuff. I'm just talking about like being completely rude with you, in terms of like talking with you like I am the man of the house and you are a whore that is passing by in here, and I just have to call you names and stuff like that. Yeah, you do have that tons, and it's not just in my country, it's in a lot of other countries that you have in here, okay? Like, you still have like this mentality, unfortunately, that the man is like the man of the house. Do you understand? You still kind of have a lot of that. So sometimes they approach you in ways that you are not going to like it. And that is why we are cautious about it. We prefer to not even say nothing. You might say, yeah, morning, like very silently, morning, like something like that, like, and pass by, not even look. Do you understand? It's like you reply, but you're not looking, you continue walking, you're not, okay? It's like that.
Oh no, they didn't. Sorry.
it's fine. You shouldn't be expected to know everything. We can just take a look around together. Right, Leos?
I glared in his direction. Hopefully he could read the shut up look in my eyes.
Whatever you say.
All right, it's settled then. Task 1, we find a place to stay. And Task 2, we find someone to look at your injuries. Okay?
Yes, sir.
If only you were always so compliant. I like this, Leos.
We walked further through the town more confidently than before. People bustle around, busy with their own lives. They didn't pay any attention to us whatsoever.
The buildings all look so strange.
I was thinking that too.
What do you mean?
At home, the buildings look nothing like this. It's amazing.
Really?
I looked around. Yeah, it was different to home. Completely different. Even the atmosphere wasn't the same. We kept walking, slowly passing other people who paid no attention to us. No one called out to us or asked us what we were doing there.
They're not even noticing us.
They looked so similar to the people from home, yet so different. Different hairstyles, different clothes, faces that seemed almost familiar but slightly off. It's so strange. I glanced at Fawn. He was following slightly behind me, with his eyes cast down towards the ground.
Fawn?
Huh?
His eyes flicked up from the ground immediately.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm just a little tired.
We agree on something. For once.
Well, I know I said it pretty easily, but where exactly are we going to stay?
Wait here.
Before I could object or question him, Leo was off. Leo's was off. It sounds so weird to put it like that. He wove between the buildings and was out of sight instantly. Yeah, because it seems like you are doing it in a plural way. So it's what? I should wait here with Fawn. Maybe I'll try to catch up with him. I kind of want to leave him alone in here. I don't know, because the thing with Leo is that he seems to stand out for himself a lot more than Fawn. So I don't know.
There's really no stopping him sometimes.
This area was relatively quiet, with only a few people walking past every now and then, so I crouched down and rested my back on the wall behind us.
It's been a long day.
Fawn stood awkwardly, still staring at the ground.
Hey, why don't you sit down here with me?
Oh, okay.
He sat down on the pavement a few steps away from me and rested his head in his hands. I don't like this. I shuffled over until I bumped into him and wrapped my arm over his shoulders.
Hey, don't act so distant.
When his eyes met mine, I finally noticed his eyes welling up.
What's wrong?
Did I say something to upset him? He's been acting strange ever since we got here.
I'm sorry. What did I do?
No, I'm scared. I don't know what to do.
What to do?
Suddenly, there's all these people around. I haven't set foot anywhere like this in 10 years. I feel useless and scared. At least out there, I could be helpful. But now...
So he does remember how long he's lived alone, after all.
You're not useless. We would never have found this place if not for you.
But that was out there. Here, I know nothing. Every time I make eye contact with someone, I want to run as far away as I can. I want to hide and never come back. I don't want them to hurt me. I didn't mean...
They won't hurt you.
What if they do?
You should know that I wouldn't let them. When I needed help, you gave it to me. You protected me more than once, so let me help you now. Not that I know much more than you about this kind of thing.
He just stared at the ground silently.
Why are you so worried? Have these people done something to you?
No. But the last time I just don't want to remember.
He doesn't want to talk about it. I'm not going to push him.
Well, trust me. I won't let them do anything to you.
I tightened my arm around his shoulder and pulled him a little closer. When he looked at me, I smiled. This is all I can do. It's the only way I know to show him that I'm here for him.
Okay.
He rubbed at his eyes with his long sleeves and let out a quiet sigh. With a slight turn of his head, he watched me with puffy eyes and cheeks tinged pink.
Hey, you shouldn't do this in public.
What do you mean?
Your arm.
My arm? Why? You can't comfort people in public? Is it different out here or something? I don't think it's a big deal. In some way, you kind of remind me of these two kids at my orphanage. I want to look after you.
Oh.
What?
Before I could say anything, we were interrupted by an explosion of giggles and chatter coming towards us.
What is that?
I took my arm off of Fawn and stood up. When I held out my hand, he quickly accepted and stood beside me.
Oh my god, your outfit is so sexy. Ugh, where are you from?
And your hair, it's so smooth. What do you use?
Did you come here with anyone?
Can I touch your abs?
Around the corner came Leo's with a small crowd of women following behind him. A couple of girls buzzed around him, asking questions and touching him.
Leos?
Are these your friends? Little brothers?
These are my companions. We're traveling together.
That's adorable.
Is it? What's going on here?
I just asked someone if they knew where we could stay the night. And more people came. Until I had a crowd. I don't know what they want.
Fawn shrunk back from the sudden crowd, further into the shadows.
Well, did you find somewhere we can stay?
We can take you to our local inn. It's the best in town.
I'm not sure we can afford.
Oh, come on, follow us.
Two ladies held Leo's by either arm and led him away. I gave Fawn's hair a little ruffle.
Remember, I'll look after you. Come on.
With a small nod, we set off after Leo's. The walk towards the apparent best inn in town wasn't very long. The area was mostly quiet and we only passed by a few people. We probably wouldn't have found our way here without Leo's fans. I guess I should be thankful. There were a few people gathered around the entrance of the small building, chatting and laughing, but the inn wasn't much to look at. A young lady stood by the door, smoking some kind of pipe. A man with dark green hair sat at one of the outside tables, playing with a bird. When I peeked in through the window, the inside was pretty much devoid of life.
The Sleeping Ostrich Inn.
Wow. Your little forest friends taught you how to read too?
I already knew how to read.
Please, just be nice.
When am I not?
Do you really want me to answer that? Let's just go in.
Rather than standing around out here.
Yeah, I mean, Fawn is kind of a curious case because he says that he's been in the forest for a really, really long time. He's like supposed to be 20, but he already knew how to read and all of it. So we're talking about what, 12 years when he moved to the forest or something? I don't know. It's kind of like his case is kind of like, I don't know. The inside of the inn was a little run down, with creaky floors and an old bar, but after the places we've been sleeping lately, it looked like heaven. Sets of tables were scattered around the room and a few stools sat by the bar. Only a couple of people were sat around drinking alone. The atmosphere was pretty dull. No, I mean, when you go to elementary school, you're still like learning, you know, the beginning of it. And usually after like, what, fifth grade, you're already like, what, 10, 11, probably more like 11. That's why I'm like, so okay, he already knows how to read. And for you to at least read, you probably need like the 5th grade. So, because you start knowing some words, and yes, you might be a genius when you reach the 4th grade. But I mean, no, that's why I'm like, oh, I've been in the forest for a really, really, really long time. Then you went there. You were how old? 12? 11? 12? Something like that? I don't know. Sorry. The bartender looked up when we entered, his eyes wide at the sight of around 15 people suddenly bursting in the door. Leo's crowd sat him down at the table and surrounded him in an instant, chatting to him non-stop. Sorry, Leos, you were a worthy sacrifice.
I guess I'll go talk to the bartender.
I'll come too.
Even I felt awkward around that big group, so I couldn't blame Fawn for wanting to come along with me instead. By the time we reached the bar, a couple of girls had already brought rounds of drinks and brought them back to the table. I don't even know if we have money for
What a crowd! Where did you find them all?
I mean, remember that he still had like some bills from the matron, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Is it all to me?
All of them? You mean the girls?
Of course I mean the girls. I couldn't pay them to stop by here any other night. They like to complain about the place being dirty or something. Nonsense. You couldn't find a place cleaner than this.
I eyed up the thick layer of dust that covered the bar top. Sure.
My friend, well, one of my companions met them when we entered town. We asked them if they knew anywhere we could stay the night, and they directed us here. Actually, it's more like they pulled us all the way here, to be honest.
That companion?
He pointed out Leo's, surrounded by women and looking uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's him.
I'm not surprised. They'd do anything for a man as handsome as him. What it's like to be young.
He sighed wistfully.
If you're looking for a place to stay, then you're in luck. How many of you?
Just the 3 of us. I hope.
3 rooms then? That'll set you back 30 plumes each. We're the cheapest in town, but the best, of course.
Plumes? You don't take marks?
We both looked at each other in confusion.
The currency here might be different from the one we're used to.
Different? I can't think of a single town in the region that uses anything else.
I see. There's no way we could work out some kind of agreement? We've been traveling for days.
Well, you have brought in a pretty big crowd, I'll give you that.
Abruptly, he stopped speaking and cast his eyes to the far side of the room. In the corner was a small stage, worn from use but covered in cobwebs. I guess it hasn't been used in a while.
I'll tell you what. If you can entertain them enough to stay for the evening and put on a bit of a show, you guys can have some of the cheap rooms. We got a deal?
Entertain them? How?
We've got some old music equipment in the storeroom out back.
Music? Now really isn't the time to be picky, but how can I tell him that I'm not even slightly musically inclined? No choice, I suppose. We'll just run with this.
Thank you so much. We really didn't want to have to leave tonight.
Wait, Rain!
Perfect! I'll go get some instruments then.
The man disappeared through a doorway, apparently on his way to collect some instruments.
What are you thinking? There's no way we can do it.
Do you have any other ideas?
He looked away in thought.
This is our best bet.
I walked back over to Leo's and gave him a little tap on the shoulder.
What?
Well, good news. We can stay here tonight.
Whoa. You aren't entirely useless after all.
Bad news. We have to put on some kind of musical show and keep these girls happy.
Look, I take it back. I have never met a person as useless as you. Look, do I look like some kind of flute player? Huh? Some kind of prancing harp or lute musician? Is that what you think I look like?
A little, honestly.
Shut it.
Sorry, but honestly, it's here or the streets, and I'd much rather be here.
I don't think I can.
I'm back. Take your pick.
He laid out a variety of instruments on the bar top, just waiting to be picked. Lutes, trumpets, pan flutes, and so many others I didn't know the names of.
Oh, I think I could play this.
I picked up the simplest looking one of the lot. I've never been very musically talented, so even this might be a stretch for me.
A triangle? Really?
Let's see what you pick then.
He timidly plucked the strings of a lute.
Oh, what's this? Is this some kind of dancing, prancing lute player that I see?
Shut up. I played a little when I was younger, all right?
Sure, if you say so.
Fawn stood behind me, looking over the assortment laid out in front of us. Is it getting hot in here? I pulled at the clothes around my neck, but it didn't help. Maybe I'm just feeling a little nervous. I rolled my sleeves up to my elbows to try and cool down a bit.
I really can't. I've never played any of these. Maybe I'll go stay somewhere else and meet you back here in the morning.
Wait!
Man, you're not helping, dude. Everyone is trying to help in here.
I'm sure there's something you can do.
I'm not sure.
Hey, what about singing? Surely you spend some time singing to your pets?
I couldn't. They'll laugh at me. And they weren't my pets.
Of course they won't. I bet they won't even take any notice of us. They're all too busy entertaining themselves. They probably won't even listen to you singing. They'll be watching Leos instead.
Well, I guess I could give it a try. But
What's wrong? We'll be up there with you.
what can I even sing about?
You can pick. How about you sing about me? How about you sing about me?
Oh, why don't you sing about me?
About you? That's a little...
He looked down at his feet, mumbling. The crowd was bigger than anything he would have ever experienced, so I can blame him for feeling nervous. But if it means we can all sleep in actual beds tonight...
Yeah. Let's just have some fun with it. Don't look so nervous.
This is ridiculous.
Well, I guess so.
You won't be alone up there. We'll both be right next to you.
All right. But is it really okay to sing about you?
I don't mind.
I leaned in closer to his ear and ignored the strange look Leos was giving me.
Maybe leave out the whole, arm thing, though.
Okay. I just don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Are you two done? Let's get this over with.
Good luck.
The crowd didn't take much notice of us setting ourselves up on the stage. They chatted between themselves, drinking and laughing. Leos plucked a few strings, content with the tune. I guess all I have to do is hit my triangle? Pretty easy, really. I hit it a few times. Yep, it's definitely a triangle. Fawn was staring at the wooden floor. He might need a little push.
Ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Fawn?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
He cleared his throat a few times and gave me a little nod. The bartender leaned against the bar, watching us as Leos began strumming his lute. Hey, he's actually not that bad.
I
gave him a smile before whispering to him again.
You can do it.
Okay, I am hearing a piano and I'm not hearing triangles in here.
I stand behind these walls, waiting for them to fall. I will pave a way beyond the gray.
What? Wow. Yeah, you did like a tiny little bit of like a triangle in there.
I'll run away, journey beyond the fog.
He's actually really good. His soft, melancholic voice reached out towards the audience and captivated them. Only a moment ago, they were loudly cheering for Leos, but now they watched Fawn in silence. They all listened, mesmerized. Leos played a soft tune on his lute, perfectly complementing Fawn's voice.
Okay, stop biting my ear. We can go in.
The doors opened and passerbys joined the crowd, captivated by Fawn's angelic voice.
My destiny, I can hear it calling. I'll write my own story.
You're right. He's pretty good.
Whoops, I guess I should hit my triangle a few times as well. Not that anyone would notice either way. With Fawn singing and Leo's lute playing, nothing else is needed. Fawn stood in the center of the stage, eyes closed, singing. All of his previous nerves were gone.
A galaxy where I'm free to be me.
Yeah, like a galaxy. They did not even knew that other towns existed, and Fawn is like talking about a galaxy, and they're probably like, what is a galaxy? And silence. The song ended and the growing crowd roared and clapped. Leos left the stage quickly after. Well, it was more like he was dragged off by the ladies. Fawn remained still, eyes closed for a moment before he looked at me.
Wow, that was about me?
Yeah, and galaxies and all of it. I could feel my heart beating faster and faster in my chest. Why? Have the nerves from performing finally caught up with me? Is it because of Fawn's beautiful song?
That was beautiful. You did great.
Really?
Really. Did you just make that up on the spot?
Yeah.
He looked away from me and played with his pale hair. The way it framed his small face and the sound of his soft voice. It really makes him look angelic. The thumping continued in my chest as we left the stage to join Leo's. During the song, the bar had filled up even more. Now, even every table was taken and people chatted cheerfully.
That was amazing! I should hire you guys permanently. Just look at all the people you brought in. I've never seen so many.
Thank you. It's all thanks to these two, though.
As promised, I'll go get the rooms ready for you.
He left quickly through the back door again, leaving me with Fawn, Leos, and the newly formed crowd of people. Most of them were too busy to pay attention to us, so we got a small table in the corner and waited for the bartender to get back.
Well, that was fun.
If ridiculously embarrassing means fun to you, then sure. How did I end up here? Stuck with the two of you? Doing this? Who did I offend to deserve this kind of fate?
He rested his face in his hands, sighing.
Well, it's better than being stuck in the forest alone, right?
I'm not so sure.
I thought it was kind of fun.
See, someone's positive. Plus, we'll finally have somewhere to sleep tonight.
Well, well, well. That wasn't a bad performance. Of course, I can tell you're new to it, but the raw sex appeal of Red in the back made it well worth watching.
What now?
As the three of us sat around the table, someone approached from the crowd. A tall man with long green hair tied back into a ponytail. On his shoulder sat a small blue bird looking around playfully.
Can't take a compliment.
He flashed a fang with a wide grin.
Sorry, I tend not to listen to people who are talking out of their asses. What do you want?
Oh, someone's a little irritable. Tall and broody. I can imagine you're pretty popular, even if some of your notes were out of tune. Well, at least you tried your best.
Excuse me?
The man pulled over a chair, making sure to drag it over the ground and make as much noise as possible. Gently, the bird hopped on his finger and he set it down on the table. Fawn's eyes instantly lit up.
Don't even start. You don't have to be dripping at the mouth at every single animal you see.
Dripping? I don't want to eat it.
Why else would you be keeping so many animals?
I think you...
Sorry, he's not up for grabs.
The small blue bird bounced around in front of Fawn, fluttering around and tweeting.
This isn't a zoo, you know. Keep your pets somewhere else.
They let you in, didn't they? I would have thought they'd tell Cabbage Patch and Kaleidoscope over there to keep you tied up outside. But here you are.
Cabbage Patch?
Kaleidoscope?
Seems I'm not the only one with a bird in here. What well-trained parrots you have.
Leo's expression became more annoyed by the second. I could almost hear a crackling in the air as he stared down the carefree-looking man.
Look, can we help you?
No, he's not. He's not the love interest that I was telling you about. He's not. It's not this guy.
All right, all right. I'm just here to congratulate you on a performance well done. What's a man got to do to show he enjoyed something?
Not what you're doing, apparently. It's all right, Leos. Just leave it.
Down dog.
Ugh.
Leo's fingers edged towards his daggers, playing with the handles. I kicked him under the table quickly.
Ouch!
Is that all, then? Thank you for the compliments. But we're tired from traveling, and well, he's easy to annoy.
Traveling? And where would such an interesting group be traveling from?
Leos and I come from
From none of your business.
The little bird hopped around in front of me before flying up to land on the top of my head. Oh, they didn't put it a voice. Can say I've been to none of your business before. How's the weather? He still joked around, but his face suddenly looked serious. Is he staring at me? No, he's staring at the bird on my head. Under his steely-eyed gaze, I felt my body freeze up.
I'll be honest. I couldn't help but be curious about such a strange assortment of people. Stagwitch has a lot of visitors, but not many of them look like the three of you.
We're just travelers. Sorry we don't look like everyone else.
He looked between the three of us before his eyes landed once again on the bird sitting on my head.
Does your bird have a name?
His name is Varys.
Fawn raised his hand to Varys, but the bird flew away before he could touch him. He landed back in front of the green-haired man and pecked at the table in intervals before hopping onto his head.
And your name?
What do you think my name is?
How should we know?
No clue.
You look like a fox, so...
Got it in one. Good job, Bluey.
He stood from his chair and turned to leave. With a turn of his head and a wink, he looked back at Leos.
Looks like it's time for me to take my leave. See you later, Leos.
His eyes lingered on Leo's for a moment, and an indescribable look passed over his face.
Oh, you can have this back. Interesting currency you have there, but not much use to us.
He threw a worn envelope onto the table, and the contents tumbled out. A few paper notes and a handwritten letter.
Hey, how did you...
Night!
In the end, what did he actually want?
To be annoying, obviously. He might have been acting like that, but he had more than one weapon hidden in his clothes.
All three of us slumped back in our chairs now that he was gone. It's been one thing after another today.
First all that walking, getting into a fight, performing at a bar, and being harassed by some weird green-haired guy with a pet bird. I think I could use that bed now.
Speaking of earlier... Oi, mouse boy.
What?
That, wasn't a bad punch you threw back there.
Back there?
You did a good job of breaking that guy's nose, but your form is poor.
Hmm?
You gotta hold your fist like this.
Leo pulled Fawn's hand and positioned it into a fist. He acts like he doesn't care, then does things like this.
You're actually a nice guy, aren't you?
What?
He instantly dropped Fawn's hand onto the table.
I couldn't care less about you two.
Sure. You did a good job of protecting us back there, though.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The inn was starting to get rowdy with yelling, singing, and cheering, which reminds me.
Oh, now that we're finally alone, what did those girls want?
I have no clue, but thank the gods they're finally leaving me alone. One more second of listening to their shrill voices and I would have had to kill someone.
Don't do that.
I tried to explain it to you before, but I think you'll be more likely to believe me now.
Go ahead.
So, you said that in Aurelia Cavella, you don't decide who you want to be with. You're just matched up, right? Well, everywhere else... How do I explain this? Everywhere else, people decide for themselves who they want to be together with.
In your world, right? Because in ours, there's still a lot of places and countries where it's kind of like not like that. Because you have like religion and family and stuff like that.
But how did they know who to be with? How would you be able to pick?
Love. Most of the time, anyway. You'll get a funny feeling in your chest, your heart will beat faster, and you'll know that you want to spend your life with that person. Then you might get married and have kids.
I don't think I understand it. How will you know if what you're feeling is love?
I guess you just know when it happens. Sometimes it's exciting. Sometimes it's comfortable. Love can feel different for different people.
That doesn't explain what those girls wanted.
I guess they liked you.
Yeah.
Liked me?
Like, they wanted to be with you. Maybe they thought you were good looking. I mean, you're tall, have a nice face, abs.
That's all it takes to get people to like you out here?
Yeah, some people might want to skip the love and marriage and go straight to...
To?
Other things.
Don't stop at the interesting part.
You know,
S?
We both lean in closer to hear Fawn's quiet voice.
I'm back. Whoa, didn't mean to scare you guys. So, there might be a slight problem.
Of course. What now?
Well, since you brought in so many customers, we only have a single room left.
Just one room?
How many beds are there?
Sadly, just one. Although...
He looked us all up and down, his eyes lingering on Fawn for a moment.
You're all pretty slim, so I'm sure you could fit. Sorry, boys, you're just too popular. I should keep you around.
Are you sure that there aren't any other rooms available?
Leos eyed the man suspiciously.
You planned this from the start, didn't you?
Guys, calm down. If he says we can all fit, then it should be fine. All right?
Leos took a step back and sighed.
If it means that I sleep in an actual bed, so be it.
I mean...
Defeated, Fawn stopped arguing as well.
Okay.
Come on, I'll show you guys upstairs.
That'd be great. Thanks.
We followed him up a small set of wooden stairs and down a narrow corridor. One of these doors must lead to the room he prepared for us.
You'll find the room cozy. You should be comfortable for the night. This one is yours.
He pointed towards the door at the end of the corridor.
If you need to stay any longer, come down and have a chat with me in the morning. You've done me a huge favor by bringing in that crowd. So thanks again.
It's no problem, really. We should be thanking you.
If you need anything, I'll be downstairs.
The man took off down the stairs back towards the bar.
Well, should we check it out?
Leos pushed open the door and we all examined where we'll be spending the night. The room was definitely cozy. It was small with a double bed and few chairs strewn about.
It's a little squishy, but it's clean and safe.
I guess we really don't have anything to complain about.
Outside the window, everything was slowly dying down. Lanterns were going out and everyone was tucking themselves away in bed.
It's so strange.
What?
We're so far from home, yet so many things stay the same. The lights slowly dimming to the sound of a far-off owl, the people downstairs chatting happily. It's all so familiar, but so different.
I closed my eyes and listened to the sound of the ocean.
Try not to get too deep there, or you'll find yourself in a big hole.
Sorry, I must be tired. Let's head to bed.
How are we going to do this?
I'll take the left side.
Leos began unbuckling bags and removing pieces of clothing on one side of the bed. Fawn stood by the right side, awkwardly fiddling with his clothing.
What's wrong?
I don't know what I should sleep in.
Just your underwear, I guess.
Okay. Stop watching!
Sorry.
I turned around to face Leos instead. He'd already taken off most of his clothes.
Wow, you're really fit, aren't you?
He smirked at me, obviously proud of himself.
Unlike some. You want to feel?
Wow, can I really?
Fawn whipped around with a look of horror on his face.
What are you two doing?
With my hands on Leo's chest, I turned back to Fawn.
Leo said I could feel his muscles?
Jealous? You can too. Maybe one day you'll have a body like this. Who am I kidding? Of course you won't.
No, Can we just go to bed, please?
Leo slid into bed, facing the wall, his broad shoulder on display. They were a pure, fair color, but littered with scars. On the opposite side, Fawn was edging himself into bed, hiding under the covers. Well, I guess the middle spot is mine. I quickly stripped down to my underwear and left my clothes folded on the floor.
Coming in! This is kind of fun. Like a sleepover or something. Do you guys have any scary stories?
Fun? Being squished isn't my idea of fun.
Fine, no stories. Good night.
Night.
I closed my eyes. What a day. After a while of rolling back and forth, I still couldn't get to sleep. Maybe one of these two are having the same problem. Right, left. I don't know. I rolled over to my right. Fawn faced away from me, his face to the wall. Maybe he's asleep. Behind me, I could hear a soft snore. Seems like Leo had no problem falling asleep.
Hey, Fawn. Are you awake?
Just having trouble sleeping.
Yeah. I'm exhausted, but I can't get to sleep. Turn over this way.
Okay.
In the darkness, I could just see the outline of his small frame. It's not the first time we've slept together, but it's the first time we've been so close. His skin was fair like Leo's, but there was something softer about it. The moonlight that flowed in from the window made his face look ghostly, almost magical.
You did an amazing job earlier. Your voice is beautiful.
Thank you. I was really scared, but I ended up enjoying it in the end.
And your song? It was amazing. I can't believe you came up with that on the spot.
Actually, I've actually been thinking about it since we first met.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you feeling alright? You look a little flushed. It really stands out against your pale skin. It's pretty.
Oh, or just a little, close.
Before I even realized what I was doing, I reached out to twirl a lock of his hair.
Your hair is so soft. Sorry.
What am I doing? I pulled my hand back from his hair, but he didn't look away.
You can keep your hand there.
My hand found its way back to his head, and I played with a few strands of his hair. I'm not even sure why I'm doing this. Something about it just feels, well, right, comfortable. He closed his eyes, and not long after, I could hear the soft sighs of a sleeping fawn. I followed after him and shut my eye too, with my hand still resting on his head.
Closer. To Sid Kaim. Followed.
I opened my sleepy eyes to find an unfamiliar room. What happened yesterday?